again, crafters, it's Cynthia. I am back with another paper piecing video, and today I'm going to assemble a cut file called Girl with Turkey, and it's from Little Scraps of Heaven, and their website is the same name, littlescrapsofheaven.com, and it's a great company, and they've got lots and lots and lots of cute designs, so I highly recommend them. So I've got all the pieces sitting here for the turkey, and I went ahead and, as usual, I took my frayed burlap distress ink and my ink blending tool and just went ahead and edged all the pieces just like this all the way around, and I used the brown on everything except for the little cooking pot here. And these two pieces of the pot, I actually used my black soot distress ink, which is the distress black ink, and a blending tool for this one as well. And then I just went around and edged it, and it just looks so nice with the black against that dark gray. And just so you know, this dark gray cardstock is called Slate from Simon Says Stamp, and it is just a gorgeous color and such a high quality paper, very thick, cuts beautifully, stamps beautifully, whatever you'd like to do. This is a high quality paper. So I'm going to be using my Tombow Mono Aqua again. And I think we should just go ahead and get started. So I think the first thing I'm going to do is get the cat fuzz out of the way. Oh my goodness, they're everywhere. All right, cat fuzz has been removed. Now we will do the pot. So I'm actually going to hold this way. It's a little easier for me. Oh, clear that off. So I was debating, because of course the turkey is sitting in a pot, and I can only imagine why. So the poor little thing. But I didn't know if maybe I should make him look, you know, a little scared. Or not, and I decided against it. I'm not trying to make a statement here, so I think I'm just going to make him look friendly, and we won't think about his future. Yeah, poor little guy. Oh well, like I said, let's not focus on that. Okay, so next we're going to go ahead and do his face. So here is his head, and he's got some nice big eyes. And I think what I probably should do first is do his little beak and that little wattle. Isn't that what they call those? And this won't take much glue at all because it's just going to get tucked under the edge. But I still want it to adhere. So it's going to kind of come up and over the beak. There we go. Give that a squeeze. So the reason I want to have that done is so that I can kind of decide about right there. So that looks good on the eye spacing. I noticed I have some new followers on my channel, so welcome. I hope you enjoy your time here, and thank you very much. I intend to make lots and lots of videos, and they won't all be paper piecing. I've already done one scrapbook layout, and I plan on doing quite a few cards and things like that, because really that is what I am most familiar with, is card making. So I plan on sharing quite a few techniques. They're not techniques of my invention, unfortunately, but they're fun to do. And everybody has just a slightly different style and a slightly different way of putting things together. So even if I'm doing techniques you might have seen somewhere else, you know, maybe I'm doing it in a slightly different way. Okay, so now I'm going to figure out where I want that beak. That looks pretty cute. And the other thing I decided that I'm going to do this time around is because there's some sense of dimension, meaning the girl will be behind the turkey, she's holding the pot in front of herself. I think I'm actually going to put some foam behind the finished turkey piece, and then that way it'll just very slightly enhance the idea that the turkey really is in front of the girl. So, oh good, I can slide it behind the wattle. Probably should have put the black down first, but I didn't. That is kind of nice about the Tombow Mono Aqua, is that because it's still a liquid glue, you do have a little bit of time to play with it before it dries hard and solid. So I was able to move that piece a little bit when I needed to, so that was good. All right, so there's his head. Isn't he cute? So see what I mean? I didn't make him look nervous because that might kind of ruin the effect of cuteness. So let's see, I'm wondering, oh well. Little glue there. And if you're wondering why I keep putting my finger in it, it's just so that it spreads the glue a bit, so that I just kind of have a nice tacky surface instead of a big, you know, blob of glue, because that blob will get everywhere and we don't want that. And then this glue is so nice because if you get some on your fingertip, it dries extremely quickly and then you just rub it away and it's like it was never there. So I don't mind it. Some people just cannot stand to have anything on their hands, but I'm okay with that for a short time. Not for an extended period of time, but for a short time I can handle it. Okay. So let's see, now we're going to go ahead and assemble his tail. And then because the other turkey I did kind of a really nice spread out fan of feathers. But for this little guy, since he is sitting in the pot, he doesn't have quite as much room to be, you know, to have his tail all spread. So I'm going to have to assemble this with the idea that it still needs to tuck in. So let's see. It'll be like maybe this, and then him sitting in here. That'll be just fine. Okay, no problem. So I'll just kind of keep that in mind when I'm assembling it. And you can make your feathers any color you'd like. Again, I'm just kind of following along the guideline of the finished image. Whenever you buy a cut file, you get a PNG file of the image completely assembled and in full color. So I tend to just go with the suggested colors, generally speaking. It just makes it a little easier, and I always like the colors that they choose. But if you were doing something, you know, like making a cupcake or a cluster of balloons, you can absolutely customize it to, you know, the birthday party that is being thrown, or the recipient's favorite colors, or, you know, whatever you'd like. Okay, so that's a pretty nice little arrangement. And then, I kind of like the idea of the feathers showing up around him, so I'm not going to put this too high. All right. So this way I kind of get an idea of where I want the glue to be. And I mentioned in a different paper piecing that you can always go back later after you're done completely assembling something and it's had a chance to set up a bit. You can go back in and put glue into little spots. Like behind his head, I didn't glue back there, but I'll definitely want to, so. I do tend to make some modifications for time's sake when I'm doing these videos. Okay, so now he's just got his little wings and he's got his pot. So he's going to be sitting in it about yay deep. So a fair amount of this body will be glued. Put him in there. I'm going to hold that just for a moment, let it set up. And then he's got his little wings here at the edge of the pot. He's holding on. Spread that out a bit. I guess I didn't need to put glue all the way up there, but oh well. So let's see, probably, I don't want them too far out. Probably about right there. And this one. Tap that glue down a bit. Put this roughly in the same spot on the other side. Aw. And there he is. Turkey in a pot. Alright, and then I'm going to quickly put some little highlights on him. Get my pen going. I like to start my, because this just has a roller ball tip, so I like to start the ink flowing by just rubbing it on my finger because that gives it some nice friction there. And then it gets the ink flowing. So about right here and about right here. Give him his little highlights in his eyes. And then I'm going to give him just a little highlight on his beak. And a dot. There. Precious. All right. And then I need to find something to use. I did have this little pink chalk stick from my daughter's little chalk box. But it's pretty light and it certainly won't do justice to those little brown cheeks. So I need to find some sort of artist chalk. I used to have some pastel pencil, or not pencils, but you know, those little, oh goodness, what would you call it? A stick, I suppose, a little chalk stick. But it was highly pigmented art chalk. And anyway, if I can find that box, then I will be one happy camper, because I certainly don't want to make another purchase just so I can give these critters rosy cheeks, but we'll see what I can come up with. But anyway, so that would be the final step that I would add if I had it. So let me go ahead, I'll set this little guy aside, and then I'll gather up all the pieces for the little Pilgrim girl. So hang on, I'll be right back. All right, I am back, and I've got all the pieces assembled here, ready to go for our little Pilgrim girl. And on this one, I did not edge the black pieces with anything, but I went ahead and edged her hair, the ivory colored pieces, her skin colored pieces, and then her eye pieces here. I colored them already, just edged them with the frayed burlap. So this one's going to be a little more involved, obviously, so I may end up fast forwarding through some sections, but you know, believe me, that'll just make it a little easier to watch. Okay, so I think I'll just go ahead and start with her hair. Okay, I am back because the next little bit here is going to be the part where you have to get kind of creative with your assembly. So let's see, I know I need to put a collar here, so I'll go ahead and do that. I'm being really messy with my glue today, unfortunately, so I apologize for the mess I'm making. I don't recommend that you do the same. So there's her little collar, and then her head is going to be tilted quite a bit. And then she's got her little back arched because, you know, she's carrying this very heavy pot full of turkey. So let me get a dab of glue here. And this is a perfect example of putting some glue down with the intention of coming back and doing more, because that's not much glue to hold the whole head piece down. So there you go. And then this little hand, or this arm, is going to be attached, but holding the pot. So let's see. I think I'll just glue behind the wrist. And then give her that shoulder. Oh dear. See, this is what I meant by being just a little bit tricky. So I'll tuck that here. Put this here. And this arm is interesting because you're really not going to see it. I'm trying to think. She's got to put the big turkey pot. Oh dear. See, this is when the tail feathers are going to be an issue. So you know what? If it's not too stuck. Oh dear. Oops. Sorry, turkey. Little turkey surgery. Okay. Because of her face, I think these turkey feathers, oh dear. So I guess I'll just try my best. Even in the original photo, this eye and this whole, you know, area of her is actually covered. So, lift it just a little bit. I think that's about the best I'm going to get. And what about my plan to do, oh gracious. All right, well, if I said I'd do it, by golly, I'm going to do it. So, there's a reason I have so much stuff. So, quick little bit of tape to the rescue. There. That holds those feathers in the position I want. Then I'm going to take some fun foam strips and I'm going to pop up the turkey. I apologize for this video. It really is kind of a hot mess, but we'll just call it the creative process, right? The creative process can apparently be a little out of control before it's all said and done. That's what I get for doing something so elaborate. And I just happen to have a couple little pieces sitting here from a previous project, so there. And then of course I'm going to put a little strip here behind the pot itself. But yeah, this is just a sheet of craft fun foam from the local craft store, and it has an adhesive back. So you pull that away and plop it down. And the nice thing is that, I mean, that single sheet cost me like 99 cents. But I know you can get even more affordable adhesive backed fun foam pieces. And it doesn't matter what color it is or anything because it's hidden behind the work. So anyway, see how cute that looks? I really like that actually. That was worth the extra trouble, I think. Definitely. Now this again is going to be a little tricky, so I'm not going to put too much glue because it only is touching that girl in certain spots. So here we go. I'm gluing something to her face. There's no going back. There we go. So we will put her little hand down. Here at the edge of the pot. Oops. Okay, and then I don't even think I'm going to bother with this other arm, to be honest with you, because it'll be behind the turkey. So then I'm going to put her other hand here, and we'll try to pretend that her arm isn't going to be unnaturally long. But whatever. There. That doesn't look too strange, I hope. Now I could have, like I said, if I'd put the turkey down in the pot deeper and, you know, put the pot a little bit over here, and, you know, I could have, you know, fudged it a little bit more, but I think it's fine. You know, I'm not entering a contest here. I'm just doing this for myself and my own scrapbooking, so. And then I will give her the little spark in her eye, just like he has. And I won't bother with her other eye because it's completely hidden. So give her a little spark. And she definitely needs some blush on her cheek, but I won't do that right now. And the other little thing that I could add, especially because it's just one eye, is I can give her, kind of start right here, and just give her some really cute little eyelashes here on the side. Just follow the curve and flick up. Give her some cute little lashes. Thicken up the bottoms. There. That looks sweet. All right. So there we go. It's a little pilgrim girl with a turkey. I think she turned out super cute. And I hope you enjoyed your time with me today. This was a little more challenging, but I think it turned out cute in the end. And this little girl is going to fit right in with that little boy and girl Indian and their turkey that I did in the previous two videos. So if you want to check those out, that would be great. And then this little girl, there is a little boy who also has a turkey, and so I'm going to make that pair of characters in a future video. So anyway, thank you again so much for sitting with me. I hope you had as much fun as I did. If you liked this video, please click like. If you would like to become a subscriber, that would be wonderful, and then that way you get to see all of my videos as soon as they come out. So in the meantime, you guys have an awesome day, and I'll see you all again soon. Bye-bye.